Hello, this is Ralph Kubek. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, one of a series of videos that we've produced in order to provide you some insight into our quality inspection solution for Acumatica. I'm going to start out by just going through the dashboard, which has been discussed on some other videos. We have created a dashboard to provide you some detailed information with regards to graphs and charts regarding trends of pass, fail test, how vendors are performing. Also to become, for lack of a better term, a dispatch board where people who are involved in taking QC orders, managing QC orders, can begin to look at and view the status of these orders. For brevity purposes today, I'm probably not going to go back to this dashboard very often when I do want to invoke a transaction, just so that we could get through the process, but rest assured that most people involved in QC will be living on this dashboard. Before I get into the details, just want to repeat, as I have on every session, the three main pillars that relate to our quality solution: tests. What are we going to do to an item? We're going to measure it. We're going to weigh it. We're going to visually inspect it. Checklists. What are we going to do in order to perform those tests? We're going to have to put on some PPV. We might have to test some circuiting. We might have to validate we have some of the correct tools, but anything that we need to do to ensure that the test is run properly. Then we have QC plans. QC plans are a test or a group of tests, as well as checklists that do get put together into a test plan. It is those test plans then that are applied to items in terms of what needs to be inspected, be it receiving, be it work in progress, being finished goods. And again, we're going to be looking at that next. So I'm next going to go into bill of materials. Going to look at the bill of material file for a particular item called an exhaust system. For this exhaust system, there are quality inspections that need to take place at two phases, Operation 10 as well as Operation 30. You can see we've attached a couple inspection records, two different ones to each of those different operations. While I'm on Operation 10, I could go to the bottom and begin to denote that here are the two tests that need to be performed for this item. I have the capability on an item-specific basis to go ahead and change the target ranges and the values. If I look at step 30, I have a different inspection plan, different tests, different readings. This is one where we also have a checklist. So I do have a, again, defined set of procedures that I need to go through along with taking the test in order to complete that test and document that it was done properly. You'll see this as we begin to move through the process. So if you could understand now how we have tests, checklists, test plans, how we attach those to specific items, and in this case, specific work steps to control production. Now I'm going to go into production, processing. I'm going to add in a work order for that exhaust system. I'm going to make one. Save that work order. Again, this is all standard Acumatica. I'm going to go ahead and release this order. And because there's quality inspection tests that are required for this item, I've begun to assign QC order numbers that will be used by the quality people to record and validate that things have been done properly. Now I'm going to go into production orders. I'm actually going to go into an order that I'd released earlier today. I'm going to go into number 59. I'm going to go into Acumatica, and I'm going to do a move. Going to do a move because what I'd like to do is to go ahead and indicate that we need to get it out of inspection step 30. I'm going to go ahead and release that. I get a notification that I can't move it. That is, if we remember right, when we looked at that routing step, there is an inspection that was required. It has not yet been done, so we're not going to allow that process to move forward. So I need to become a quality person. Again, rather than going into the details, I'm just going to go ahead and drill right into the inspection that needs to be done for that item on that route for order number 59. Again, I have three tests. The first one is numeric. I'm going to enter in a value of 5 on this screen. I'm going to test it. It's going to indicate that it's passed. You can see expected values. This is a setup determination of whether you want the user to see expected values or not. The next one is just pass fail. I'm going to indicate that that item is passed and it's been tested. I'm then going to go in and indicate that I'm going to take this gap analysis. For this case, I'm just going to actually indicate that I only have a reading of 2. It's failed. Now I would not be able to proceed, but just to continue the flow, I'm going to go in and take another reading, and I'm going to say I've tested again, and now it's passed. Now I'm going to indicate that I'm done with this testing. Notice that it's passed the results, but it's not allowing me to go ahead and actually indicate that tests have been completed. Why? If you remember right, this was an item that had checklists involved. So someone is going to have to go into this operation, and after I've recorded the results of this item, also indicate that I've actually completed those inspection steps. Now that I've completed those steps, I could actually go ahead and complete that item, and I'm going to post the results. As you've seen in other quality steps, that's the process of saying, yes, it's passed the test, and it can be moved on. So now that that item has passed those tests for those items, I'm going to go back into production orders. I'm going to go into production order maintenance. I'm going to go into maintenance for this item, job number 59. Same idea. I now want to move this particular item. I notice it's on hold. It's operation 30. I'm going to go ahead and release it, and notice how it is going to allow me to release this order because it is now past those individual tests, and I can proceed with the inspection. So that's how we have taken test, checklist, create an inspection plan, tied those to an item within a bill material, how inspections are done at each operation step, the controls that we have provided to prevent things from moving through the production process until the inspection is completed. There'll be another session that will go through when I wrap up this production order, the final inspection, as well as then how we could do inspection through the shipping process. I appreciate your time spent on this video. Look forward to seeing you and providing other videos to you in the near future. Thank you and have a great day.